Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Breaking down a trade that went down late last night that sees Taylor Ward on its way to the Baltimore Orioles in exchange for starting pitcher Grayson Rodriguez. Dylan, as a Halos fan, what was your thoughts when you saw this news?
Yeah, definitely sad to see Taylor Ward go, but he's got 1 year left and he's coming off a great season. 36 homers, 228 average, which isn't that high, but I mean, he just was productive. He drove in 103 runs last year. He came in the clutch. That's something that Orioles fans should be expecting out of him is he clutches up when guys are on base. So, um, yeah, I mean, defensively, is Taylor Ward game changing? No, he's not. He's at best average defensively. He's not going to make any crazy plays. He's kind of a passive player in the outfield, in my opinion. But at the plate is where they're getting their production. That's why they made this deal. Camden Yards for me for him. He has a lot of pull side power, so I'm curious to see whether the numbers go up or down or stay the same in that ballpark, just because it is so deep to left field. Obviously, playing in the AL East and getting to go around those AL East ballparks should make up for that.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, definitely sad to see him go because homegrown. He's been here for several years now. He's one of the more bright spots for the Angels that they've had lately. And yeah, I wish him the best. And I think for the Orioles, they're getting a guy that can slide into the middle of their order. But yeah, we look at the lineup here: Holiday, Westbrook, Henderson, Ward, Beavers, Rutschman, Kowser, Basallo, and Mayo there. It looks like to me that they need to add one more bat.
Yeah, definitely. 100%. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what kind of happens with Rutschman and Basallo. Obviously, they locked up Basallo long term last year. Rutschman obviously on the shelf a lot of the year. This probably shuts the door on a return for Cedric Mullins. That was maybe on the table potentially, but um, they got some pretty good production from their outfitters last year. Obviously, Ramon Laureano was there before he got shipped out to San Diego, but this is a dangerous lineup and a team that had a down year last year, expecting them to bounce back in a big way. Lineup still full of dudes, still young, right? Now you get Taylor Ward projected to make 13.7 mil last year of ARB. I don't know if he's going to hit 36 home runs in that ballpark, but I would say you can pencil him in for 25 and drive in 80 plus runs. I think you'd be happy with that as an O's fan.
Yeah, one thing that's kind of weird is they do have Tyler O'Neill, which
Yeah.
I think Taylor Ward is the better of the two, in my opinion. But they're very similar players. So is Tyler O'Neill just going to be your DH? And if that's the case, is it Basallo and Rutschman sharing time behind the plate? There's a lot to unpack, and they do need starting pitching, and we'll get to that right now. They traded Grayson Rodriguez, who was the guy that they were expecting to be the guy, right? So as an Angels fan, the Angels cleared up 13.7 million potentially in arbitration money. They got a pitcher that has some health risk, but electric stuff when healthy. And they have him for 4 years. I I've in my stance, and I know it's biased, if Grayson Rodriguez has one good year out of the next four, I think it's a win for the Angels
Yeah.
because I think they're going to put that money into bettering this roster. And they were able to clear up money and gain a guy that's going to be in the rotation next year potentially.
Eh,
So,
yeah.
I mean, 2024, 116 two-thirds innings. He had 13 wins, 3.86 ERA, 130 Ks. He
Yeah.
slides in right behind Yusei Kikuchi and Soriano right now, maybe in front of Soriano, to be honest, if he's
Yep.
healthy.
Yep.
And then Reed Detmer's supposed to come back into the rotation there. And right now, Caden Dana's in there, but that could be a mix of guys.
Yeah.
I would expect them to take that 13.7 million and put it into another starting pitcher.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot to like. You mentioned off the top. This guy has the electric stuff, and me as a fan of the Blue Jays, I'm excited to see this guy out of my division because last year, or pardon me, 2024, I think he had an 11, 10, 11 strikeout game. But yeah, this is a home run trade for the Halos. Uh, you're also getting this guy in a basically a rookie contract. Like he hasn't even started making money yet, and he's going to slide in your 2-3 in your rotation. So I agree with you, though. I do think there's still a lot of work to do with that rotation. We'll see. We'll see if they're in on a Valdez or if they go into the next tier. But really good start for the Angels here. I didn't think this guy would be available in a trade, and I don't think really anybody did. I think this surprised a lot of people.
Yeah, I think the overall consensus is in the baseball world, what the hell, right? Like
Yeah.
everything that I'm reading, everything I've seen is like the medicals must be bad. His arm must be falling off his body. Like, why would they do this? Why would they do this?
Yeah.
A lot of people are confused by this move from the Orioles, but don't discount Taylor Ward. I think he is a good baseball player. I think he will help the O's win in 2026. But yeah, they only have him for a year. So on the Angels side, it's a lottery ticket.
Yep.
And if he's healthy, it's they're gonna hit. I think this is gonna hit if he's healthy, right? So if we love what ifs here, I guess, but
Yeah.
um, I would have maybe liked to see more of a sure thing, even if it was a Brady Singer type arm. That's just a guy that comes to mind. That's gonna eat the innings. It's gonna be out there every 5 days. But I mean, the risk and reward. This is a high risk, high reward
Yep.
move for the Angels.
Definitely.
And for the Orioles, I'm curious to see how their roster shapes up after this.
100%. That'll do it for this video. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys on the next one.